May 16th, 2022, Hilkhot Sedaqah, Part 6. We're in Rambam, Hilkhot Matanot Aniyim, the 8th chapter, first halakha. Alf. HaSedaqah harihi bichlal hanidarim. Sedaqah falls under the concept of vows, of nidarim. Lefichach, ha'omer, hari alay sel al-sedaqah. Or, הרי הסלע הזו לצדקה חייב לתנא לעניים מיד. Somebody who says this sela, this particular coin, is for tzedakah, or here I'm going to give this coin as tzedakah, or it's earmarked for tzedakah, he is then obligated to give it to aniyim, to poor people, immediately. Vim eher. And if he tarried, if he was late, hayab belo ta'ahir yishallemo. He then basically has transgressed a mizvah lo ta'aseh. The Torah tells us in Parashat Devarim, lo ta'ahir yishallemo. You shall not be late in paying him. And that doesn't only refer to a worker, but it refers to the ani when giving him tzedakah. Shehare biyado liten miyad, because he has it in his hand to give it immediately. V'aniyim misuyin hen, and the aniyim, the poor people, are around. In other words, there are due course to give to aniyim who need that money immediately, and you have it in your hand, you have to give it to them. Im en sham aniyim, but if there are no aniyim around, mafrish. He can set it aside and place it in an area where he knows it's ready when he finds aniyim. He doesn't have to actively go out looking for aniyim. And if he made a condition that he will not give this sela, or whatever amount it is, until he finds an ani, then he does not have to set it aside. He just has it in his mind that I'm going to give this amount to an ani when I happen to find an ani. Mechen, in hipna bisha'a shenadar basidaka or hitnadeb otaha sheyu gabba'ir rasha'in leshannotaha ulsaref otaha bizahab hare illu mutarim. And if he made a condition when he made this neder, this vow of tzedakah, or his donation, and he gave it to the gabba'in, to those people in charge of collecting this tzedakah, that they can exchange it for gold or something along those lines, then that is mutar. He is leaving it up to the gabba'in, those in charge of collecting the tzedakah, to do with accordingly. Halakha bet. Hamatpis basedakah. Hayab kishar nidarim. Somebody who connects his tzedakah, he perceives his tzedakah in a certain way, is obligated like other nidarim. Kesad, what are we talking about? Amar, hare ser azo kazo. Hare zo tzedakah. He had one coin in front of him, and another coin in front of him, and he said that this particular coin over here is tzedakah, and this other coin is like this coin, even if they're not the same amount. But if this first coin is tzedakah money, and he said this coin is like this coin, now that second coin also becomes tzedakah. Hifrish sela, he set aside a sela, a coin. Ve'amar, hareso tzedakah, behold, this is tzedakah. Ve'lakah sela shiniya ve'amar vizo, and he took another sela, another one of those coins, and he said vizo, and this one. Hareh hashiniya tzedakah ve'afalpi shelo perish. The second one also is then becomes tzedakah, even though he didn't say the word tzedakah. He said vizo. He said, and this one. Okay? And even if he didn't set it aside technically, that second coin also becomes tzedakah. Halakha gimel, hanoder tzedakah velo yada' kamma nadar iten עד שיאמר לא לכך נתכוונתי. A person who makes a neder to give tzedakah, he makes a vow to give tzedakah, and he doesn't know how much he vowed, he forgot. He has to keep giving tzedakah until he reaches a point where he realizes and tells himself there was never an intent in my mind. I would have never ever thought to give so much money. So he gives until that point and then he stops.